Howdy, folks. Welcome to the last coverage of the Roaring a Thunder Cup Series. Milwaukee won 135 miles, coming to you from the Milwaukee Mile tonight. A foggy Milwaukee Mile, fog setting in around the racetrack. It affect the drivers just a little bit out there tonight, to be honest. They got a little bit more difficult to see down these backstage straightaways here. You can see Noah Lewis going for a big lap, and Noah not having any luck here the last few weeks and already in practice, going up and over. Again, at 13 at Connors. Gonna attempt this one tonight here from Milwaukee in the Roaring Thunder Cup Series. Again, this is race number 3. Unfortunately, race 2 did not get broadcasted late last week due to a little bit of a weather situation in my area. But we are back up and running this week, and here in just a moment, we'll take a look at points and everything like that. So, get your live view of the racetrack up and going here. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the newest partner to Extreme Sim TV, coming on board literally yesterday evening. It's great to see them on board. We got the slide job sales, racing a diecast and collectibles. And here in just a moment, I'll be playing a short commercial. You can find out more about everything great going on over there. Some great auctions on Facebook for some great racing stuff. And man, I'm starting to get addicted to it. I've been watching it. I'm gonna start buying a little bit of it. And I tell you, it gets addicting bidding on this thing. So we're gonna cut to our commercial here, and when we come back, we will go through our point standings coming into the night, and also talk about a few more things regarding tonight's race. So anyway, we'll be right back here in just a moment. And of course, the link to the slide at Job Racing Collectibles and Diecast page will be in the link below. Should already be there. If not, I will get that put in there at the end of this event, where you can get over there and get involved in the auction action, grabbing you some great NASCAR diecast and some collectible pieces over there. So, coming into the night here, there've already been 2 races of the season complete for the Roaring Thunder Cup Series. And man, the first one was such a great one. Unfortunately, like I said, the second one did not get broadcasted. But of course, we're back here tonight at Milwaukee, and we'll take a look at our point standing going into the night. Alright, here you go. Look at your point standings coming into the night. And right now, Steven Leffler up on top. Look at Jones sitting in second, Dunning third. Fourth, Mark Paul fifth, Noah sixth. Seventh goes to Paul Cohan, Carrington eighth. Ninth to Vince Capehart, 10th Charles, 11th Jeff Dodson, along with Jim Whaley back there as well, and Brian Sullivan. There you have it, the points going into the night. Anyway, we will get ready to get going with your racing action here in just a moment, and we will grab our first interview of the evening here in just a second. Hey Noah, it's Matt up here in the Extreme Sim TV booth. You got time to it, buddy?
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
got
had
you,
a
man.
little bit of trouble earlier in practice there. I seen you getting trouble in the back straightaway. How tricky is the Milwaukee Mile out there tonight?
It's a track that I don't really care for much, but yeah, it's a tricky one. It's really loose off and tight through, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just trying to make it work here and doing what I can with it. But yeah, it's definitely a tricky place.
Alrighty, how much do you think the fog in the area is affecting these race cars tonight?
I'm not too sure, but it's definitely weird. No bright sunshine. It's all gray.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, the best of luck to you out there, man.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
All right, getting a word there with Noah Lewis, and we're about a minute away from race time here, or excuse me, from qualifying here tonight. About 1 minute away here, and we'll get them going here in just a moment. Well, I'm going to step out of the booth for just a moment, play your national anthem, and we'll be back here in just a second. Alrighty, we're back here as qualifying is underway. We'll get these guys going out there qualifying here. Right now, they'll have 4 minutes to get it done here from Milwaukee. The Extreme TV up there, 4 minutes to go. Here we go. Went out on a track getting their qualifying laps in order. And no one turned the time yet. There's marking the 33 machine, kind of leading the charge here through turn one. This is group qualifying. Noah Lewis back there. I think that's Stephen Leffler down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Man, this is really difficult when you're bunched up on each other like this to even try to get a clean lap in. And you see Noah Lewis right there. They come off of turn number 4, cross the stripe, and Carl's to the top of the board, 30.092, 39.8. Now some more time there, 29.5 Dunning. And you see, I think Dunning Hurst there had a pretty clean lap. And you see how much that meant there on the board. Let's get sideways turn number 2 heading into his second lap. He'll probably divert this lap and kind of load that car up. Stephen Leffler to the top of the board now, completely by himself, 29.4. See, almost a half a second faster with that clean track in front of him. Stephen Leffler doing a great job here. 2 minutes remaining in the qualifying for the Roarington Thunder Cup Series here on Extreme Sim TV. But working our way through here. And right now, Steven a little bit of trouble there, but still on top of the board. Joyner and Jeremy Horn second, Dunninghurst third, fourth Justin Jones, and fifth to Lewis Charles sixth, seventh to Joseph, and I think Joseph is brand new to this series in that number 32 machine. Take a look here. I believe he is brand new. As we got about a minute and 35 left here in qualifying. And we're going to keep an eye on here on Joseph. He's doing a nice job. And that 32 right now sets 8, but Dunninghurst to the top of the board in that number 8 machine. No surprise there, that 8 Lowe's machine to the top of the board. I tell you what, it is foggy out there tonight, folks. Foggy, that's going to be hard for those guys to see. You see, oh, Dunning around. Holy moly. Up and over goes that 8 machine out of turn number 2. And that's going to be a problem tonight, folks. I just about guarantee it. 130-degree track temp. It's foggy. The humidity's high. The track's not cooling down, and that's going to make it slick out there all night long. Again, 130 miles here tonight. These guys are going to have to deal with this here at Milwaukee. Alrighty. As we're qualifying is getting ready to come to an end, it looks like Dunninghurst may walk away with the qualifying pole here this evening. Indeed, he does. Time runs out on the board, and we will get you down to your starting grid here live tonight for this one. 130 miles from Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Mile. Of course, we had dirt street stock action from Eldora a little bit earlier tonight. We traveled 600 miles to get here to Milwaukee. Now we're going to go racing for 130 miles here this evening. And of course, coming right up here in just tomorrow evening, we're going to have the AMA mods heading to I believe they're at the Bull Ring this week, tomorrow evening over at Las Vegas. So be sure to come check that out tomorrow evening here on Extreme Sim TV, the AMA Mod Series at the Bull Ring. Well, we're going to take a look at our starting lineup, brought to you by Slide Job Sales, Racing Diecast and Collectibles. Dunninghurst on the inside row, taking the pole here this evening with a 29 354. Steven the left were outside front row to start in that 72 machine, 29 462. Carl Smith third, Jeremy Horn fourth, Joshua Jones fifth, Brian Sullivan sixth, Noah Lewis seventh, Joseph their eighth, ninth, Jeff Dodson carry their 10th, 11th mark. Pluck Jim Whaley Jr. and James Capehart rounds out your 13-car field here, taking on Milwaukee here tonight. Take a look at your track facts. Milwaukee Mile is a 4-turn, a 1-mile track. Pretty flat track, to be honest. It's going to go 135 laps here tonight, or 135 miles. Track temperature now up to 132. Air temp at 92. Wind speed at 15 miles an hour out of the southwest. Well, there you have it, folks. They're going to roll them off the starting lineup in behind the iRacing pace car. And we're going to see them go green at flag racing here in just a moment. 130 miles coming your way here tonight. Dunninghurst there in that 8 machine on the bottom. He'll bring them to green again. A little bit foggy out there tonight, so you guys are just going to have to keep an eye on that as they come down the back straightaway. See the fog over in the distance. But we're getting ready to go green here in just a moment. Excuse me. All right, out of turn number 4 is baseball dive down pit road. And we'll get ready to put that green flag in the air one more time. Green, 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 green. We're underway from Milwaukee. Already Dunninghurst jumps out to a little bit of a lead here, rolling through the center on 1 and 2. Dunning out front. The 8 machine Steven there on the outside. He'll fall in line as they thunder down the back straightaway for the first time. Dunninghurst out front. Steve in the left for second. See Charles working his way up in the 12 machine. The 8 back there as well. Oh, Dunning gets a little bit wide there, and he's going to lose a ton of positions if he's not careful. Steven will get down below him. Be careful, Dunning's going to get stuck on the high side here. Good way to lose some spots here, and indeed he will. Man, oh man, he gets really free on turn 2. Steven Leffler gets through that. And into 3 and 4, look at Charles right there in his back bumper. Trying to figure out a way. Looks like that's the 14 machine. A little hard to see through the ball. Jeremy Horn working his way through. And right there with him as well, that's going to be Brian Sullivan trying to work his way through contact. Look at that. The 8 gets in the back of Jeremy Horn. Nearly turns him completely around. And I'm telling you, this fog is having something to do with it. It doesn't look so bad from the booth here through our cameras. Down there on the racetrack, it plays havoc with what you can see as they work their way out of the turn number 4 once again. Already 4 laps complete here tonight out of the 1:35 will be the distance we go here this season. 135 miles here tonight. I think I misspoke and said 30 earlier, but it's 135. Who's here? I think it may be Christopher in the house. What's up, buddy? Yeah, it does. It looks a lot like New Hampshire. It's very, very, very similar. And right now, the fog on the racetrack is playing havoc with these guys. Dunninghurst to the bottom, trying to work his way back around Steven. Steven took over the race early. Has pretty much hung on ever since. The 14 machine back there of Jeremy Horn has fallen back to third, but he's pretty much settled in there. Not really changed positions that much. Or the 14 of Jeremy Horn right there in third. He's got company there from the 40 of Brian. Brian having a good run here tonight. As they come off of turns at the 3 and 4. 7 out of 1:35 complete. Meanwhile, Dunninghurst up front trying to get back to the race lead. Started from the pole. He'll go to the bottom of Steven Leffler. Down the back straightaway. Looks like Dunning's going to take over the race lead here at lap number 7. Another lead change. This will be the second lead change of the evening. Well, folks, if we can keep it clean here off of turn number 4, I'm going to try to give you our first real quick crank it up of the evening as we get ready to have some crank it up time here on Extreme Sound TV. All right, there you have it. We got through the crank it up segment early on in this one. So, here we go. Still out front right now. Cunninghurst out front leading the way, hanging in there right now. Out of turn number two. Everybody pretty easily out of turn two. No big issues so far tonight. And what do you think about that, Christopher? We made it through a crank it up here early without an issue. We'll not jinx that for later. Well, we are going to take a look at more here. Take a look here at Noah Lewis, sitting back here in the seventh position in that number 98 machine. Now, Noah said earlier on in the show, not a big fan of Milwaukee, didn't much care for it. And I think he's just back here trying to salvage a good day. Don't have too bad of a finish. He's sitting about mid-pack here back in seventh. So a pretty good run there for that exalted number 98 machine. Not really pressing the issue. Meanwhile, Stephen Leffler still attempting to go run down Mr. Hurst 14 miles or 14 laps into this one. We'll ease our way through turns 3 and 4. Pretty good racing out there so far. Caution free. Coming up on the 15th lap of the race, 14 laps in. Good run out there for everybody so far. Doing a great job taking our time, getting back in the throttle. Not having too much of a problem out there right now. Steven, though, right now 1.4 back from your race leader. Of course, Steven's got all kinds of pressure there from Jeremy Horn in the 14 machine right behind him and Jones. And then it will be Brian Charles and James Capehart. They'll work their way out of turn number 2. Pretty nice and even down the front straight away. And Jeremy Horn still sets in the second position. Jones are right there as well. And yellow flag is out. First yellow of the evening in the air here. Lap number 18. And I think it was Jeff Dotson maybe ran into a problem off of turn number 2. Indeed. And nowhere for Gomez to go. Jeff goes around in that number 3 machine. And 18 laps in, we have our first problem of the evening. Is Jeff Dodson in that number 3 Pennzoil machine. Gets loose off turn 4. Gomez tries to avoid. And around he goes. He'll go through the grass. Doesn't really hit the inside wall. He got kind of lucky there. Kept the car off the wall. But nevertheless, the first yellow of the evening is out. Dunninghurst will lead the field down pit road. I suspect everybody will pit there. And 19 of 130 complete. And we're going to take a break for our first commercial break of the evening here. 19 laps in of 135 here tonight. All right, as we're back here live as they come out of turn number 2. Dunninghurst will be on the bottom here for this restart. Pretty quick caution. We'll go back green flag racing here around lap number 20. 20 miles completed. The 1:35 we have to complete here tonight. And ready. And we're getting ready to go here. That iRacing Ford Mustang pace car takes that car hard left-hand third. Green flag back in the air one more time. I Dunninghurst out front's going to get clear of Stephen Leffler. Great job there for Dunninghurst getting clear. Well, Dunninghurst gets out front, but we have a battle there for P2. Jeremy Horn alongside Stephen Leffler. 21 laps complete of 135 here tonight. Dunning's going to pull back away, scoot back out front, and the battle rages there behind him. Brian back here just a little ways back. There you go, Christopher. Sorry about that. They got turned down after the crank it up section. I hope we can hear the cars a little better now. And right now, Dunninghurst out front doing a great job with the lead right up there in the middle of the pack here. Also doing a great job. Jeremy Horn right there as well. Pretty smooth after 23 laps. $135 miles on tap for this one. How's the cars there, Mr. Christopher? Doing any better, man? Actually, no, I don't know what actually caused it. But we did get a little bit of a replacement, so that we should be fine. 14 machine right there as well. The 40 right in the tire traction also. Jeremy Horn trying to make up some ground in that 14 machine. But right now, both him and Brian running pretty similar laps. Not really gaining on Dunning, but not really losing anything. Dunning doing a great job just maintaining the race lead. As we'll go back and take a look at a couple of more. Jones back here, Capehart as well. Everybody doing an awesome job right now. Look at James Capehart back here. Just inching his way through in that 49 machine back in 7th. And Lewis is not having the night that he would want. Right now, Noah Lewis being scored in P10 in that 98 machine. He mentioned he didn't much care for Milwaukee. And I think that's shining through here. He just doesn't like the place, so it's giving him a little bit of an issue. But I'm sure he'll fight through it here and come home with a decent finish here tonight. Meanwhile, Brian is still right there in the 3rd, and Jeremy in the 2. Morning, 29 and 135 already in the books here tonight. through the corner once again, nice and smooth. Everybody doing a great job on exit and headed down the front straightaway one more time. Jeremy Horn and they're in that 14 machine. Of course, don't forget every Saturday evening, folks, live offers over at Slide Job Racing and Collectibles. Diecast and Collectibles, great place to go look. Great diecast at affordable prices. You can find them on Facebook. I know I'll be getting on some stuff from there coming up probably this week. And the 40 machine, hard in return number 1. He'll dive that car down to the bottom. That Heavenly machine. And Yellow's leg on the racetrack one more time. Yellow is out on the racetrack. And Noah Lewis having problems here. And the number 98 machine bringing out that second yellow of the evening. Down the front straightaway. What in the world happened here? Coming off turn 4. Looks like he's just going to lose that number 98. Wow. He almost called it. And around it went into the outside wall. He'll back that car hard into the outside wall. 33 complete. And the yellow flag comes out. Again. And Noah just not having the night he would. I hate to say it, but this season for Noah, man. That boat anchor statement I said the other day, man, I believe it's turning into a crab pot instead of this catch show. Thinking like a damn crab pot, man. You just can't get the boat rotted in the right position. Unfortunate break. But one thing about it, if he does have a crab pot beside the boat, maybe he can catch some great crabs. You know, some king crab, maybe fried up, I don't know. Deep fry it, do something with it. But he'll head down a pit road at 4 now. And we will see if we can grab an interview with someone. Yes, it is. Best show on TV. Hey, one thing about it, Chris, I bet he's having a good open season. As many times as he's threw that pod over the rail. Oh, man. You gotta love it. And we will see as they get ready to go back green flag racing. What's on beside it on the pace car here? Now let's ask Mr. Lewis a question here. Since the lights are still on when they are. Hey, Noah, it's Matt up in the booth again. Me and Christopher just had a quick question. With the luck you've had this season, you just having bad luck there. No, even better than that. So the other week, I equated your luck to a crab pot going over the side of the boat into the ocean, and we were kind of wondering if you caught us any crab yet.
No crabs yet.
What was?
Gosh, this thing. I don't like this track in this car combination. It's just, I hate it. I don't know. it's junk tonight. It's gonna be a 10th place type car, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I've been trying to run different lines to try to get faster, and you saw how that resulted in. So yeah, it's just a junky night. Just gonna ride around for points and get what I can here. Haven't used a quick repair or anything like that yet, so I'll do what I can with her and hope for the best finish I can, but it's gonna be rough one.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, make sure to bring us back some green king crab and some oceans. All right,
Alright.
then. See you, buddy.
Alright.
There you have it from Noah Lewis himself. All right, folks, getting ready to go back green. A 36 complete. This time by 36 miles in, but a 1 at 35 flight. That means less than 100 miles to go here already this evening. Dunninghurst has led the majority of this one. And we will get ready to go green here in just a moment. Yeah, I know, right? Empty pots. What is my favorite? Man, I used to be a huge fan of the Cornelia Marie, and not so much anymore. Now it's more like the Northwesterner, but we're going to get ready to go back green the flag racing once again. And Dunninghurst out front, leading the way. Oh, Steven, hang on to it. He's dirt tracking out of third to number 2. He'll hang on to it down the back straightaway. Man, Steven about lost that car, about threw it away there out of turn number 2. He'll lose all kinds of spot. Meanwhile, the deadliest catch performer back there himself, Noah Lewis, he's bringing that pot, he's bringing it through the pack once again, trying to rack up a couple of positions here. Jeff Dawson on the bottom. Oh, watch out, guys, a little bit dicey. If you can catch him about 2 positions, no punt intended. No punt intended. Try to catch him a spot here as he's running 10th, trying to get the 9. He will try to get up around as young Lately Jr., and he will clear that exalted machine. Now he'll set his sights on Mr. Jeff Dotson. And Stephen Leffler there as well. Dunninghurst still leading the way. What a race he's done. He's leading basically every lap here. Dunning leading the way. Jeremy Horn right there in second. Off topic there, Chris, while we were talking about the best night you can have is some ranch dip with chips and deadliest catch. That is a good night, my friend. Meanwhile, battle there for P2. Jeremy Horn, Brian Sullivan, and Joshua R. Jones. Right there, 2, 3, and 4. 40 machine of Brian really trying to make it work down there on the bottom, but he just can't get the running room to get around it. You see that 14 get over the loose off of turn number 2. Brian and Josh back there battling as well. Meanwhile, Dunninghurst setting sail on the field right now. Ooh, nearly some contact there from Sullivan into the back bumper of Horn. They'll get it figured out once again. Easy Jeremy Horn on the high side. Doing a good job staying in front of Brian. Well, folks, I hate to do this to you, but I'm letting you say, I hate to do this to you. I'm going to give you another crank it up segment here. And we'll get ready here in just a moment. See if we can get these 2 crank it up in a row. What do you guys think? Hey, I'm back with you. Hey, we made it through two cranking up in one show. What about that? That is insane. All right, right now, Jeremy Horner, we're still focused here on the fast 4 p.m. number two. Jones set third, fourth Sullivan, fifth Steven at sixth. What a good racing out there tonight. I hope y'all guys are enjoying it here on TV. Might have to turn the cars back down to crank it up. Alright, right about there is where it was at. A little bit for you there, buddy. Make sure you got good car sound. Got 49 miles to 130 feet. Man, this one just flying by here tonight. Good driving out there by everybody involved. Dunning right now up front, a 1.88 second lead. Jones is third, Sullivan fourth, Smith is sixth, Leffler seventh, Leffler sixth, and Whaley seventh. I kind of messed that up during our rip broadcaster tonight. Hit press R to rip the broadcaster as we head out of turn at number 4 once again. Again, already 51 miles into this one. I'll tell you what, this one will be over before you know it. As long if they keep driving like they are, nice and green, a little bit less than 40 something of racing remaining. And I tell you what, Dunning has just been out there on another planet, pulling away in that number 8 machine for Dunninghurst. So while we're sitting here and looking at Norwood sitting back there in ninth, hey Christopher, if I paid to give him a deadliest inspired paint scheme done with a crab pot on it, do you think Noah would drive it? If I paid to have it done, you think he would drive the car? Jones sitting there in third, Sullivan fourth, fifth, Smith, Leffler sixth, 53 complete. And keep in mind, about 19 miles complete on this run. 19 laps or 19 miles. We're just going to call everything by miles here tonight. Nice and easy, 55 laps. I don't like these folks put out my earbuds, so that's a plus. Yeah, that's a plus. Right now, Jeremy Horn knows still trying to hang on to second in the battle of grade for the better part of 30 or so laps. These guys have been right here with 1 and 2 and 3, second, third, and fourth in a row like little duckies going into a pond. Nobody really able to make any moves right now. And I just think that has something to do with how slick the track is. Kind of hard for anybody to make a move on a track that slick without getting yourself in trouble. No, I've got it even better, Christopher. We're not going to ask him. I'm just going to present him with the car next week and say, here's your car to drive. as they work their way through the corner once again. 57 miles into this one. 57 complete this time by. About 24 miles on this stint. So a pretty good race out there right now. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday afternoon with Extreme SM TV's coverage of the Morning Thunder Cup Series. A yellow flag in the air, and that is Noah Lewis around again on the front straightaway. Man, oh man. Feel kind of bad for him here around on the front straightaway once again. Out of turn number 4. And he lazy spins it around, does a good job. Didn't get anything, so that's a plus. He'll get it right in the right direction. Yellow flag back on the speedway. And looks like he will go a lap down, unfortunately. Everybody will head to pit road here. $60 out of 135 complete. And we're going to step away for a quick break. All right, 62 out of 135 complete. So we'll come out of turn number 2 and get ready to go back green flag racing once again. Green, 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 green. We're back underway here at the Milwaukee Mile, the 70, Josh Ward Jones in that number 76 speed run there with 14. And as you can see, Dunninghurst, after this pit stop, back in the field just a little ways. He'll have to work his way back through, and he'll have plenty of time to do it. But I tell you what, he's back there pretty far. But Josh Ward, oh, trouble. Big trouble at the entrance of pit road. Big incident at the entrance of pit road. Brian goes around hitting the barriers at the end of pit road. And what in the world happened here? Looks like he's going to lose back the car in the pit road. Look at everybody coming. Oh, man. Gomez. Oh, Ed Dunninghurst, Jeff Dodson. Man, oh, man. Well, that's going to bring the yellow out here once again. And Dunninghurst. Big time damage here, and he will head to pit road. The most laps led of the evening has been Dunninghurst. Now he's on the pit road with a torn up race car, not what he wanted to see. We've got 71 laps or 71 miles left, and we will see. Indeed, Dunning had a penalty here. And then, of course, getting wrapped up into this. We'll grab a word with Dunning.
My brake foot is...
Hey, Dunning, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a
well,
copy.
Well, you led the majority of the laps early, and then unfortunately, you ran into a small problem there on pit road. And now, just a moment ago, you got caught into that one off of turn number 4. What is your plan to get back up through the field?
My plan is just to go cautiously now. I was gonna try and get up there quicker so I wouldn't get out of my rhythm of being up front, but with having to use a quick repair and not being able to have one for later in the race, it's definitely gonna make me more cautious and try not to run right behind everyone. But no, I had a great car. I have a great car, and I was running really well up front, and I knew as soon as I got the speeding penalty, it was gonna cost me. And sure enough, it came back to bite me in the ass. So.
Alrighty, well, man, you know this track for one of these drivers, Milwaukee is a challenging little track. It's deceptively challenging.
Yeah, it definitely is. I like New Hampshire, and I find that this track drives a lot like New Hampshire once you get on old tires. So I think that's why I've been able to pull away a bit when I was in the lead. I kind of drive it similar to New Hampshire, and I really like New Hampshire. So it's a fun track, difficult. We're all snappy loose off of the corner, and we're plowing through the middle. So it should be interesting in the middle of the pack.
Alrighty, man. Well, best of luck to you.
Thanks, Matt.
Alright, there you have it. A word from Dunninghurst. We're getting ready to go back to the flying racing. Josh Ward, Jeremy Horn alongside Josh Ward. Alright. Here we go. Get ready to bring on my back down to green flag condition once again. When we get to green, we'll have 68 miles or 130 remaining. Alright, here we go. Lights off on the iRacing pace car. Hard left-hand turn. And a green. Now we're back underway. Interloin Thunder Cup Series, Milwaukee 135. Everybody working their way through. Jeremy Horn does a great job. He squeezes himself through on the outside and clear to the race lead. Again, 135 laps remaining. Or excuse me, I just did the same thing that Joshua Medlock did last night. And I ripped him in the comments section for it, and I just said the same thing. Ah, I on it. Anyway, 69 laps complete out of 135, not out of 100. Like, what in the world did I think? Anyway, up the front, Jeremy Horner leading the way. Of course, every Monday night, as we've got to hold that thought, we've got to battle up front. Joshua Jones on the high side, he's going to try to take the lead away from Horn, side by side off of turn number 2. Drag race down the back straightaway at the Milwaukee mile. And here we go into turns 3 and 4. Josh up there on the high side. And Jeremy on the bottom. Jeremy Horn, that is. And off of turn number 4 at the line to give it to Joshua R. Jones. And that number 76 machine. New race leader. 7-3. Great run there for Josh. Oh, just about some contact there. And Josh is going to get clear as they battle their way off into 3 and 4 once again. All right, as I was about to say before, the battle for the race lead, of course, you can catch, and Steven now going to 42nd. You can catch me every Monday night over on Extreme SMTV calling the race with Joshua Medlock in the Extreme 99 Doug Designs K&N series. Of course, that's every Monday night. Except for this Monday, we're off this Monday. Let me not forget to mention that we are off this Monday evening coming up. But that's every Monday night over on Max Speed TV. Extreme 99 Motorsports Doug Designs K&N series. And what a series that is as well. But right here on Tuesdays, of course, you've got the Rolling Thunder Cup series and some great action we have out on track right now. James Capehart back here around at that 5th position, trying to slide his way in there as well. Trying to make some headway up to 74 complete now tonight. And James Capehart's in 5th, trying to get up to 4th. Charles Smith, of course, holding the 4th right now. Well, we got some bad news. The bad luck streak of Noah Lewis it continues here as he has parked the car for the evening. Stephen Leffler still runs in 3rd. Stephen trying to hang in there right now in that 72 machine. Trying just to stay right there with Jeremy, but right now Joshua R. Jones has gotten out front. He's starting to pull away here, starting to gap the field pretty far right now. Horn right there in 2nd. Jones or Leffler, Jones, Horn, and Leffler, your top 3. Smith now takes over 3rd, and looks like Leffler's going to drop back down the back straightaway. He'll drop all the way to 6th, having a little bit of problem off of turn 2. Been one of the trouble spots here all night long. As they battle their way through here once again. 78 laps complete over 1:35. Take a look here again next week on July the 2nd. We'll head over to Chicagoland Speedway in the Roaring Thunder Cup Series. Then we head out to Daytona for the Daytona 200. And off to Kentucky we go for the Kentucky 75, July the 16th. And July the 23rd, the New England 101 rounds out the final race in the regular season, and we will start the chase here on July the 30th over at Pocono Speedway for the Roaring Thunder Cup Series. So at the end of this month, the chase will start, and man, oh man, should it be a lot of fun. July the 30th is going to be your first chase race over at Pocono, and the Pocono 175. Yeah, that really sucks for Noah. We'll see if we get a word with him. See if he's in team speak. Hey Noah, buddy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me as the yellow flag flies on the speedway. Go back and see if we can find the yellow here. Looks like it may be Curry involved. Try to see if we see what in the world happened. Ooh, there was trouble up in front of Curry here. Oh, was Dunninghurst involved in this one? Indeed he was. Man, oh man, his bad luck streak tonight continues after a speeding penalty around that 8 machine goes, locking it down, staying off the wall, keeping the car clean. Man, after a dominating performance earlier, Dunninghurst has just run into issues here tonight. And around that 8 machine goes here after 84 miles of racing. We want to be on the pit road. So once again, yellow flag on the racetrack. Man, Dunning just can't catch a break. Good job of keeping that car nice and clean. Okay, folks, 84 miles are going to be in the books here. And we'll be back for a restart here in just a moment. All right, 86 going to be complete this time by. Coming to lap number 87. And look at that move from Jones. Hanging on to the race lead out of turn number 4. So he is going to have company. Here comes Jeremy Horn to the bottom. Jeremy right there at the bottom of the race right now. 87 laps complete. 88 aboard. Oh, there. Look at those two side by side, nearly bumping doors as they exit 1 and 2. Jones in the outside wall. Just got in the gas a little bit too hard. He's going to drop all the way back now. Looks 4th, 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th by the time he gets there. Side by side at Jones. And look at that, the 46 machine on the bottom. That's Whaley Jr. right there with him as well. Man, what a battle those two have had all night long. Jeremy Horn back out front. Man, Jeremy doing a great job after Joshua Jones made that mistake coming up off the corner and got in the outside wall. Meanwhile, Dunninghurst taking his way through back up to 4th, trying to get his way back to the front of the pack in that number 8 machine. We saw him very dominant earlier in the day, and he is coming. He's up to 4th position. The man, he's starting to run out of time here. 92 miles complete out of the 135 starting lap. Number 33 or 90, blah, 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 90 something, 93. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Jeremy Horn out front. Brian right there in the second. Those two, 1 and 2 right now. Brian really trying to close the gap down now. Into turning number 1 in that 40 machine. Man, oh man, what a race right now. Horn trying to hang on. Dunning slipping back once again, man. Dunning having a little bit of trouble up the corner. He'll slip back just a little ways. '97 out of 135 completed. If Dunning slips back to fifth. Right now, Jeremy Horn out front in the 14 machine. Still leads the way. He's going to have all kinds of company from Brian there in the 40 machine. Yeah, if he can get there, it's curtains. The problem is, it doesn't seem like Dunny can ever get there. That's kind of the problem. Sullivan right there in second, trying to close the gap. Right now, 101 of 135, and that battle for the race lead is getting hot here. Look at Brian right there on the back bumper, and these two have gapped the field, but this is going to be a mono and mono battle as we're getting down to the end of it here, and at the end of this one. Right now, out front, that's going to be Jeremy Horn, Brian Sullivan in second. Dunning Hurst has worked his way to third. He is coming. That number 8 machine is up to third. He's got a 2-second gap. He needs to run down to catch the 2 leaders. But boy, if he gets there, I have a feeling they're in trouble. .103 out of 135 in the books. Yeah, I tell you what, if they start battling hard, like you just said, Chris, Dunning will get to it. I'll be right back here in just a moment, folks. Unfortunately, I have to step out of the booth a moment and look at the camera on your race. All right, 113 out of 135, getting ready to be put in the books this time. All right, out front right now, Jeremy Horner. Brian right there, Gunny Hurst. Trying everything he can do to close the gap. Still 2.4 seconds back. Not really closing in all that much here as we're running out of time. Coming on about 20 laps to go here. 115 up on the board here. Running out of time here in the Morning Thunder Cup Series, but of course, if need be, we do have green and black checkers we can use if we need to use them. Laps to go here from the Milwaukee Mile. And right now, Jeremy Horn leads the way, running first back here. Now 2.9 seconds back. Of course, he had to race the lead and had a green flag, a pit stop penalty. And from then on out, he's had a heck of a time getting back to the race lead. That's for sure. Just about 20 laps to go here. 19 to go this time by, and indeed, unless there's a yellow here, I agree with you, Christopher. I think that Dunning's time has kind of ran out. Dunning, though, doing a great job trying to hang in there. I'll give him credit. Right now, Jeremy Horn leads the way, and Brian right there in a second as they work their way into 3 and 4. 17 laps to go. Now it's 16 to go this time by. And Jeremy Horn, he's took a hiatus from the Warren Thunder Series. But man, he's back today, and he's back with a vengeance. Trying to hang on in front of Brian Sullivan there, running second. Off of turn number 4. Horn out front trying to get by Dotson. And Dotson don't move over and let Horn go. Horn will get by the lap 4 of Dotson with 13 laps to go, or 13 miles this time by. 2-corner race up front, Sullivan and Horn. Hurst now at 2.8 seconds back, and I do think if we get a yellow, late race yellow, Hurst with fresh tires may have a shot. But other than that, I think it's pretty much game a set match for Dunning Hurst. With now less than 13 to go as they come down the back straight away. 12 to go as they go into this time by, and I'll tell you what, this race lead still hot here by trying with Horn and Sullivan. Hurst now looking at the board, 2.8 seconds back, not really gaining. 12 laps to go, 40 laps from the stint. Now this is going to be the question: do they have the fuel to make it another 12 miles? And I wish I had the answer. I don't, because of the runs earlier. We haven't went this far, so we'll find out here. Tires and fuel, if they can make it on that, I don't see Dunning having a shot here at catching them. However, the lap times have slowed down over a second. With 11 laps to go, the race lead still in a nice little battle. Sullivan and Horn still going at it here. Down the back straightaway once again. now out front. Jeremy Horn still leading the way. 9 laps to go. Jeremy's still trying to hang on. Here comes Brian. He swings it into third on 1 and 2 with 8 laps to go here. Seven laps to go. Jeremy Horn is still trying to hang on out front. Six to go at this time. It's going to be 5. Going to get back around here, and it looks like Jeremy Horn's going to open up that gap again. Doing a great job out front right now. Horn leads the way. Laps to go at this time by Jeremy Horn out front. Brian Sullivan that sets him second, coming to 3 to go at this time by Brian and Jeremy out front, and it's going to be a war here to end this one. Laps to go. Jeremy down, dives that thing into the corner, trying to hang on in front of Brian. Brian right there as well. Here we go, off the corner. 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps to go. Jeremy Horn out front. Brian Sullivan in second. Man, what a war this is. Brian, oh boy, Brian right into the corner, nearly getting in the back of Jeremy. It's going to be the white flag this time by Dunninghurst now, 9/10 of a second back. It's going to be too late. It's across the stripe. 1 lap to go. Here comes Dunning, really putting on the prowler. Dunning is there. Holy cow, where did Dunning come from? White flag, 1 lap to go down the back straightaway. Dunninghurst right there to the back bumper of Brian. But he's not going to be able to get to the race lead through 3 and 4. Dunninghurst just came out of nowhere. White flag in the air, checkered flag will wave, and Jeremy Horn goes for the race win. And it looks like Dunninghurst may get ran out of fuel coming out of turn 4. Jeremy Horn gets the win here tonight, and Brian Sullivan gets second. Great job, Jeremy Horn. Leads 53 laps. All right, Jeremy Horn gets the race win here tonight, and we will get to your interviews here in a moment. Sorry about that, folks. Hey, Jeremy Warren, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy of me, buddy?
Yeah, I
Well,
got
you
you,
led
Matt.
53 laps, man. You held off a late race charge from Brian and Dunning both, walking away with a win here tonight. How close were you on fuel?
I had about 1.5 gallons left in the tank.
We knew it was going to be close there. Great job, man, timing that out.
Yeah, that last caution came there at the right time, and I told everybody, I was like, man, if I can get a long run, you guys are driving in way too deep. I was like, I think I can keep up with you or at least maintain. And once Josh got loose there and got into the wall a little bit and fell back, it was just clean air was so big because the car was so tight tonight, and it just when I was able to get out there in clean air, I could just maintain and control the race, and that's what done it for us. Just some bad luck from everybody else, and Dunning had this thing walking away until he had his pit road speeding, so kind of got a gift there.
Alrighty, man. Well, great win there. What are you looking forward to moving on to next week there at Chicago?
Well, we've got two in a row, so let's see if we can go make her three. That's the goal. Just keep on putting these on these guys. I missed the first race, so got to get back up there in points. I know I'm in the chase with wins, but I want to get up there in points, and let's see if we can go do that next week and make the three-peat.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on the win here and going for 3 next week.
Thank you. You guys have a great week.
All right, we'll see if we can grab a hold of Mr. Brian. Going to see him in here. Don't see Mr. Brian, so let's see if we can grab Mr. Dunninghurst. Hey, Dunning, it's Matt down here in the booth. You got a copy on me?
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
All right, man. You had a 54 tonight on your way to third. You had the lead there for the longest time. Then that pit road speeding penalty, and once you got that, man, it just seemed like you never could fight your way back through.
Uh, yeah, it was tough getting back through the field. I was saving my tires that last run. I had a feeling that we were gonna go green the rest of the way, and I just started to push just a few laps late. I think I had the car to get up there and really fight for the win, but that was good. Congrats to Jeremy. That was an awesome run, and hopefully I'll come back and win next week. And yeah, it was an awesome run at the end. I just wish I would have pushed a little sooner to get there.
Well, man, yeah, it looked like there the last lap or so, you really hit the loud pedal and tried to get to him and just ran out of time.
Yeah, for sure. As soon as I heard my spotter tell me 5 to go, that's when I really started to push it, and I was really pushing my tires. My tires were angry at me by the end of that. But yeah, I think I just pushed like maybe 5 laps too late. I was just kind of managing like a 2-second gap to them, letting them fight it out between themselves. Maybe one of them would spin out, but yeah, it didn't work out to my advantage. But that's all right. I still got a good points finish with Jones and Steven finishing behind me. So hopefully I get some bonus points for leading most laps. I'm not sure if I did or not, but yeah.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on that P3 position, buddy.
Thanks, Matt.
Alrighty, folks, and we're going to get ready to go through our finishing results on the evening. I don't see Brian here in TeamSpeak. And let's take a look at our unofficial results. Horn first, Sullivan second, Hurst third, Leffler fifth, Capehart, Leffler fourth, Capehart fifth, sixth, Jones seventh, Smith, Whaley eighth, ninth, Mark, 10th is Dotson, 12th is Mr. Carey, and 13th, and the number 32 machine, or the number 98, or excuse me, the 12th is Joseph, and then 13th is Noah. Alrighty, folks. That's going to do it here for Extreme Sims TV's coverage of the Roaring Thunder Milwaukee 135. We will see you back here tomorrow night for the AMA Modified Series at the Las Vegas Bull Ring. But until then, have a great night and stay safe.